She was one bite away from death. A homeless boy, barefoot and shivering, lunged across the five-star restaurant table and screamed, "Don't eat that. Your husband put poison." The millionaire woman froze, fork trembling. The room gasped. Her husband's face turned the color of ash. What happened next will break your heart, and then rebuild it. Stay until the end for the twist that left the entire internet in tears. The chandeliers of La Pearl dripped light like liquid gold. Elena Voss sat at the best table, diamonds flashing on her wrist as she laughed at something her husband, Victor, whispered. 25 years of marriage, a tech empire worth 9 figures, and still, he could make her blush. Tonight was their anniversary. The waiter presented the special, truffle-crusted filet mignon, drizzled with a sauce Victor had flown in from Paris. Outside, rain hammered the city. A boy no older than 12 pressed his face against the glass. His name was Milo. He hadn't eaten in 2 days. His mother used to work here, until she was fired for stealing leftovers. Milo knew every back door, every dumpster route. Tonight, he'd slipped past security with one goal, a warm roll from the kitchen. But then he saw Victor. Victor, who'd smiled at Milo's mom the day he let her go. Victor, who'd slipped a tiny vial from his pocket into the chef's hand 10 minutes ago. Milo's stomach twisted. He'd seen that vial before, on the news. Rat poison. Odorless. Lethal. Inside, Elena raised her fork. The sauce glistened. Milo didn't think. He ran. The restaurant doors burst open. A filthy child in a torn hoodie sprinted straight for the Voss table. Security lunged. Victor stood, face tight. "Don't eat that." Milo shrieked, voice cracking. "Your husband put poison." Elena's fork clattered. The sauce splattered her silk dress like blood. Victor laughed, too loud. The boy's delusional. Probably high. But Elena saw Milo's eyes. Wild. Terrified. Honest. She didn't touch the plate. Security dragged Milo away. Elena followed. In the alley, rain soaked them both. "Talk," she said, voice shaking. Milo told her everything. The vial. The chef's nod. His mother's firing. How Victor had smirked when she begged to keep her job. Elena's world cracked. She called her driver. "Take us to the lab." Now. They tested the sauce. Positive for cyanide. Enough to kill in minutes. Victor was gone when they returned. So was half their fortune, wired to offshore accounts. Elena's empire crumbled overnight. Victor's betrayal wasn't just murder, it was theft. He'd been siphoning funds for years, framing her for tax fraud. The board fired her. The press devoured her. Tech queen poisoned by greed. She lost the penthouse. The cars. The friends who suddenly couldn't make lunch. Within a month, Elena Voss was bankrupt. She found herself in the same alley where Milo had saved her life. Rain again. No diamonds now, just a soaked coat and a cardboard sign. "Will work for food." Milo appeared like a ghost. Older. Now, but still small. "You came back," he whispered. "I never left," Elena said. "I just fell." Milo shared his corner under the bridge. He taught her which dumpsters had day-old bread, how to spot cops before they spotted you. At night, he curled against her like a stray cat. One evening, Elena found Milo crying over a photo, his mother, smiling in a La Pearl uniform. "She died last winter," he said. "Pneumonia. Couldn't afford the hospital." Elena's grief hardened into purpose. She started small. A GoFundMe from a library computer. "Help the boy who saved my life." She told their story, no names, just truth. The internet listened. Donations trickled, then poured. A lawyer offered pro bono help to sue Victor's shell companies. A journalist dug up evidence of his offshore accounts. But the real miracle was Milo. He didn't want money. He wanted school. Elena enrolled him using her last $47. She slept in the library to keep him fed. 2 years later, Victor was arrested in Bali, sipping Mai Tais while Interpol closed in. The trial was a circus. Elena testified, voice steady, Milo beside her in a suit 2 sizes too big. The jury took 20 minutes. Guilty. Life sentence. Victor's assets were seized. Half went to victims of his fraud. The other half, Elena used it to buy La Pearl, the same restaurant where she'd nearly died. She renamed it Milo's Table. The grand reopening was chaos. Paparazzi, protesters, old society friends begging for invitations. Elena wore no diamonds. Just a simple apron. Milo, now 14, stood at the door in a chef's hat. His mother's photo hung above the host's stand. The menu was revolutionary. Pay what you can. Surplus feeds the shelters. Every employee gets health care. On opening night, Elena served the first table herself. A family of 4, fresh from a homeless shelter. The father cried when she refused his crumpled $5 bill. Milo pulled her aside. Mom would have loved this. Elena's eyes filled. She's here. In every plate. 10 years passed. Milo's table expanded to 50 locations. Elena mentored kids like Milo, runaways, foster kids, dreamers. She never remarried. Her family was the clatter of plates, the laughter of second chances. Milo graduated valedictorian. His speech. I once thought heroes wore capes. Then I met one in a soaked coat, holding a cardboard sign. She taught me that falling isn't failing. It's fertilizer. The crowd roared. Elena wept in the front row. That night, they returned to the bridge where it all began. Now, a plaque read, "Here, a boy saved a life. Here, a woman saved thousands." Milo handed Elena a small box. Inside, a single diamond earring, the mate to the one she'd pawned years ago. "I found it in Victor's safe," he said. "Thought you should have it back." Elena laughed through tears. "I don't need diamonds anymore." She tossed it into the river. It sparkled, then sank. The boy who had nothing gave a millionaire everything. The woman who lost it all built a legacy that feeds millions. This is the true story of Milo and Elena. Proof that one act of courage can poison-proof a broken world. If this moved you, share it. Someone out there needs to know. Your lowest moment might be the start of someone else's miracle. Hit subscribe. The next story drops tomorrow.